Alright, so I've just turned on my edged faces so that you can see this more clearly, and I've got my brush going. So I've got that brown spline that you can see over my surface that I've drawn on through here, and if I activate my brush you'll see that my brush strokes, no matter where I go, it's constrained to being around that spline. So yeah, it's not going any further than the constraints of that spline. That's getting pretty ugly now. Probably relax that down quite a lot. And let's see if we can just get rid of that. Alright, so there are other things in here, and particularly the conform brush is interesting. So we might talk about that next. The other options, I guess, are the constrain to specific things, which is these constrained edges, constrain sub-object transformation to edge boundaries. That's probably an important one. So if I had, let's say we are back in the edge mode, and I've still got my freeform brush activated. I don't want to have that activated. I just want to select an edge. Let's see how we go. So I'm double clicking on that edge. So if I click, it's not very easy to see because it's orange, but if I click one spot and then double click, you'll see that that is actually selecting one full loop. Now if I have my selection, my modeling constrained to edges, and if I come in here and go to my brushes, whatever I brush will be constrained. No, sorry, it's still constraining to my polyline. So that's interesting. Let's not commit that. Let's see if we can get it to actually constrain. Let's turn that off now, and we want to come back down here and get it to constrain to an edge. I don't actually think it's possible with this. We would probably have to use the paint brushes within editpoly for that. So just getting out of my brush tool, selecting a loop like that and push pulling. Let's see, yeah, no, it's not respecting that constraint that we've got set. Under modeling, that's just not happening. But if we were to use the brush options or the push pull down here, it would be likely to constrain to that, except I don't turn the other one off. So it is a little bit confusing because these things are different tools, but they're kind of within the same spot. So yeah, so you can see that that is constraining to that edge that I picked, but I do have to use the paint deformation tools if I want it to respect that sub-object level. Alright, so now we will have a look at the conform tools, and I think that's probably enough to work with. Alright, let me see. Let's cancel that. Cancel that one. Just a moment, I'll bring in an object for that. So